going on a year and a half now, our family has been using these awesome Privacy Pop bed tents as essentially our bedrooms in a shared larger space. Our two oldest sons sleep in this full-size Privacy Pop, and then my husband and I share this larger king size. We would highly recommend these larger bed tents for anyone who's planning on using this kind of sleeping arrangement long term. We haven't had any issues with the netting tearing, or with any of these rods breaking, or with the rods coming through, or with any of the metal wiring coming through the casing. Now, that's just been our experience with these larger tents. With our smaller twin size tents, we've had issues with the rods poking through the fabric. We've had a number of these rods actually snap and break, and almost immediately after we started using them, we noticed that the metal framing started to poke through that casing, and it's just gotten worse over time. We're still using our gray twin size tent, but we actually had to throw away our pink Privacy Pop tent recently. It was just too far gone. We lost 2 of the support rods on our pink tent almost immediately after purchasing it. And that's just because we have 4 small, rowdy, rambunctious kids, and even when we try to stabilize our tents with something like a large steamer trunk or with a bar stool like the ones we've got now, they still move around and they have a tendency to collapse when the kids try and jump on them. Here's what that metal frame looks like. It's actually one large piece of metal that is joined in the center here. It started to tear here, and then slowly, as more metal was exposed, the metal actually broke free of this bracket, and then the whole tent essentially collapsed, so now it is no longer usable. Once that metal frame is removed, it's pretty easy to just crumple up the tent, bag it up, and toss it. We cut down the larger metal pieces using our grinder, and we'll take these to our scrap metal recycling place tomorrow. We decided we'd rather try to cut up these pieces than fold them up and put them into a trash bag. Our goal in purchasing these Privacy Pops was to give each of us a little bit of a sense of privacy, even though we're all sleeping in a large main room. This is kind of a transition for us. We're working on building a bus, and we need to make sure that all of our family members feel like they have a space to go to get away from one another, and these Privacy Pops have definitely done that. It's not awesome that we lost that pink twin size Privacy Pop, but frankly, I would buy another one. I really think that it was our issue, the fact that we were just way too rough with it, and I'm not really sure if other people have the same kind of issues with the rods breaking and the frame coming through. It was kind of a disaster, but we still have 3 tents that we're using. We love them. They're in good shape. Probably this gray tent will end up going the way of the pink tent, but I'd like to think that we'll get at least another 6 months out of it, and from my perspective, that's still worth it. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video and you found the information to be helpful. If you did, give us a thumbs up. You can subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, and then you'll be alerted the next time we have a video ready. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys! Bye. Did you guys like your Privacy Pops?
Well, the one that I like the most is probably your tent, the second one.
Yeah.
And our tent, the other ones I don't like out.
Yeah, so our kids definitely prefer the bigger tents. It's way more fun, and it kind of feels like it's its own bedroom.